in here.
Inside the toner.
Like on the stream.
And so the reason why they do that is because his probe, that's a nice probe back here, but the probe itself does not have a port to plug in so that you can use it to test the cable. The Bite Brothers version does. You can actually use it to probe, and you can use it to test your cable if the cable itself is good. So that's kind of the difference in it. That's still a nice one, but it's you have with, because if you lose this little block that he's showing you, now you can't test your cable. And those lights that you see on this one was actually.
Oh, you can see it?
Lets you know that your wires are connected on both ends for that Ethernet cable.
Correctly. For example, if the wire pair 1 and 2 is open, the indicator for the pair 1 and 2 will not illuminate.
So if you were creating your cable in pairs 1 and 2 were not connected, it will not light up because there's no connection. So in other words, your white, orange, you have problems with it. So that's what it's talking about. Okay, in pairs 3 and 6 is actually that number. If you remember, it's white, green, and then it's the color codes. Whenever you memorize the color codes, it's white, orange, white, green, blue, white, blue, green, white, brown. So that's why the numbers are kind of off like that. It's simply because the pairs are, that's just in line with the way you actually connect the cable. So your green is 3, and then the white green is actually wire number 6 in the order of the B standard. So I wanted to show you that. That's kind of enough on that one. Yeah, so you can see here, this probe actually has the port built into it. So you don't actually need a third device just to go and test your cable. So that's another reason why I like that brand. And there's other brands that do very similar as well. But I'm not going to say much on this here. A multimeter, I'm sure that some of you have actually seen this. This test is different things like ohms, your electrical current that's going through. Is there power on that wall? Is there power on that battery? You can switch this depending on if you're trying to check DC power versus AC power. That's what a multimeter is. It just checks the loads. And
I don't have any maps. I just realized that.
Multiple devices or devices, or like I said, a DC battery versus AC in your house, and not AC air conditioner. I'm talking about alternate current, the one that can actually fry you and kill you. He just talked about cable continuity. So that's just your tester, using the same tester to actually test that on cable. And this is talking about your power meter. Another tester to actually test the power meter for your fiber cables. It's a way of testing your. This is what we call a fluke tester. And these are very good, expensive too. They're way more expensive than the testers I was showing you earlier. I think this particular one here may be around. Don't quote me on this here, but I think this may be like $800, depending on where you get it. It's anywhere from $600 to $1,000 for this one. Some of the testers I was showing you earlier there may be anywhere from $60 to $200 on the more nicer ones, or $200. Someone's around like $150, $200. So there's a huge difference in the pricing. So this is the fluke meter or tester that's used to actually test your fiber. And how much light is actually traveling through. So that's the end of the lecture for this week for that chapter. Does anybody have any questions, and if you would chat for the last time, at least in this case at the moment, fluke, a fluke tester, if you would, the word fluke. Make sure you're pronouncing that right. That is F-L-U. And I do have, while we're doing that, so module 5 is the module that we're actually in.
You found what?
My AirPod case.
If you
Nice.
notice,
What
you
map
have
do
the
you want?
Unit 5 Think Critically, and you've got the
Blood
one
of the
lab.
dead.
So typically,
What's your high score? Or whatever.
a lot of times if there's one lab, it's
I don't remember.
because
I don't like this map,
it's not a lab that can be done in like
so I don't know much about it.
There's going to be a little bit of time having to be spent with it. So make sure you complete the module.
Okay, change
5
of plan. We
assignment.
should be looking for the other Nikolai, but apparently I have messed it
You're
up.
talking about how long
When I say
for the,
I mean him.
for this assignment?
Talking about what?
What now, Joe?
I can't remember right off. I go through so many different labs that.
It's my teacher, man. It's my teacher.
Start,
Professor.
Okay, so we got someone who's been and gone through it. So yeah.
Me mute myself?
Typically,
Alright,
it's,
gotcha.
for labs that are 5-10 minutes long or something like that, I usually make sure there's more than one. But if it's 30 minutes or an hour, it also depends on what you're doing and who's actually doing it. Some people can complete the same lab in 30 minutes. I've seen some people take the same lab and it takes them an hour to do it. It really depends upon you and how responsive you are and with the labs. So take this time, work on your labs, and if anyone has any question, actually, what I'm going to do, let me actually stop sharing this. Can't see that. Just if everyone would start working on their labs. I'm looking at a couple things here.
I
I'll
forget
be
how
back
frustrating
with you
I
in just a
can be
minute.
sometimes.
What quality you just dipped?
Never mind the chronorium, or this silly blood business. I have something entirely new in mind.
Do you do the tactic where you like shoot them like 6 times and then knife to get more points?
Yeah, but mine's one knife for like the first 5 rounds, because I got this gun from the Easter egg. Yeah, shoot him in the legs. I know what you're saying.
Wish I had zombies in Modern Warfare.
I'd be playing it all the time.
The Warden. I have known him to take many forms. Each one used to torture the souls of both the damned and the doomed. He's not very nice.
Okay, about like what I'm doing for my Sec 110 class, at least for the last day of the class for the week. If you have completed all of your work up until this week's module, I am allowing you to leave early.
Do we not have
Only if
people
you
for
have
this?
completed all of your work
Namely,
up
one of
to
you.
this module. So everything should be completed. You should not have no zeros, no missing work, all the way up until module 5, which I think is one we're in. Yeah, module 5. Make sure you check your assignments and see if that's the case. If you have completed it, hang on before you do that, before anyone leaves. I do need to get a couple of things.
My God, Takeo! Did you commit
Yes,
very
here's just a minute. So if you still have work that's got to be done, I'm expecting each person to be working on labs and stuff. Hang on 1 second for anyone goes anywhere. Once I
What
get
the
the
frick?
attendance, I'll let each person. So take the time if you need to look at what you have, if you haven't missed anything. Because if someone leaves and they have work that's that hasn't been completed, they will get marked as absent for walking out of class without being allowed.
Back in prison. Wunderbar. Let me just catch my breath.
Nope, not this map.
Alright, so yes, if you have all of your work caught up till this week's module, you're more than welcome to leave early. If you have missed any assignments, you are required to stay in the class. Do not leave. If you leave, and I'm checking those that's leaving to see if they have things up to par. If you are done with all your work up to this week, have a good afternoon and have a good weekend. Make sure you complete everything in Module 5. If not, I'm requiring you to stay in the class. You can take this time to continue working on your work. And once you get everything up to speed, far as in called up with all of your assignments, this is what I plan on doing at least every Wednesday for this class and every Thursday for my Sec 110 class. I'm going to mute so I can take the time to grade any papers and things like that, and also check with who's leaving and make sure everything's kosher. If you need anything, just let me know.
You risked much to save me. Perhaps too much. Yes, insult me as I bleed. Is fine.
What did he just do?
I don't know what he's doing.
Nine! Why must I destroy all that I love?
No, replay it. I want to see what happened.
Yep.
Oh, that's
Which part is this for, Stephen?
What'd you say, Trey?
He just had the MP40.
Are you talking about as far as leaving for the class on today?
I just love how sturdy this is. Like, look at this. Wait, let me find a zombie.
Module 5 to be completed,
What up?
in order to leave early as long
What
as
up?
you have everything, all
Oh,
the
it's not.
previous
This is
modules,
the dogs.
have completed all of your work and you're not missing anything. And you're more than welcome to leave because you're actually showing me, the reason why I'm doing this, you're actually showing me that you're getting your work done. I know everyone's in different situations.
Oh my god, dude.
Some people had issues with trying to get the book and they're trying to play catch up, so they'll actually get there at some point as well. But it's just an incentive that I'm actually allowing you to leave early because you're showing me you're completing all of the work up until the current week. So in other words, when we start Monday of next week, you're showing to me that you're actually completing your work and you'll have Module 5 completed by before Monday or by Monday. So no, if you're good through the rest of the modules, you're more than welcome to leave. But if you want to stay and work on Module 5, I would also encourage that too.
Good. I can use all the magazine capacity I can get. Very well. I'll
Yes, that is correct, Stephen.
And tell you what you can do with it. You're a sneaky little mongoose. Damn it all.
Are you serious? I wasn't even looking. What? Dude, these people suck, dude.
And for those working on previous
Yeah, I wasn't even looking at the screen. I didn't realize the next round started. I was the only one playing. So
You're from Black.
if I'm gonna be the only one playing, I'll be by myself. Like, you know.
Because what actually group all those emails together. That's good. So what I do is I group all those emails together, and then I do it for every one of my classes. Yeah, go ahead and do it from Blackboard because I'm be honest with you. When I start looking at a lot of the emails and stuff, names. I mean, I have a ton of just different students emailing me. So if you don't mind, I would appreciate it. Just copy your email and paste it in the Blackboard. I mean, it does it all for you. It's very simple to do it from Blackboard. So anytime you email me, do it from Blackboard because it puts your name in there. It puts what class you're emailing me from. Because if you just say, hey, I'm done with module 3, I have no idea which module you're talking about in which class. And you may be in my Sec 110 class as well, so I actually have at least 9 or 10 students in my Sec 110 class that's in this class as well. So it just gets really confusing trying to figure out which module a person's talking about for which class. I do appreciate it. I know it seems tedious, but there is a rhyme and reason for it.
Oh no.
You too.
So let me talk. Hello? So who's gonna die?
What?
Stop.
What are you looking for? Here to open some cases? Well, look who got around to checking out my new dig. Yo, you see how many of these you've got waiting for you? Yo, you ever gonna open these cases? That's for you. Want that wrap? Or you gonna wear it out? Nice. Don't sell many of those. Guess I'm shutting early today. I always have the best stuff for you. Let's make a deal. Here to restock? Best decision you made all day.
Team deathmatch.
Attack deploy beacon planted.
Special forces are cleared to engage. Sensor going live. Lighting up targets. Sentry is operational.
Medic's toast. Never saw that coming, huh? Smoked them. Kill.
Utilizing tac deploy. Zone hot.
Close. Make it official. Sensor dot out. Our tac deploy beacon is offline. AO pacified. Government forces take the win.